Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Could move up a gear here. No luck with that dink over the top. Mignon punts it upfield, and he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. Always onto this. Kone. And there's a searching pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Kaká, can he get on the end of this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Pelé! Goal! And there is your opener. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Thuram. Kaká. Vinicius Junior might just make this. And it's Kone. Olise, lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. He's found space here. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, that was vital.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Pelé. Oh, he's got... Pelé! Brilliant from Pelé! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Spread it left. It's played through for him. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now this could be a chance.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kone. Aimed beyond the defence. And he was alert to it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he spark a counter here? Works it forward. Spread out to the left. And it's Kone. And that's a good ball. Can he get it through? Ronaldinho. It's Vinicius Junior. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nicely weighted ball. Kone. And they win it back again. Kaka. Oh, that's clever. It's Pele! Now, Vinicius Junior has fallen kindly here. Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking for the run. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kone. Now, can they get him away? And that is the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is on the way. 45 minutes to change their fate. Vieira. Looking to play him in. Dembele. In with the challenge. Linton. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Linton. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Dembele's cross. Punched away. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Goes looking wide. Kaka. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's on it, can he get away? That's put paid to the danger. Kaká wins the duel this time. And it's Kone. Defending of the desperate variety. Kaká can see things others simply cannot. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pelé was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, super find. Mignon claims comfortably. Kone. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kone. Vinicius Junior. Oh, terrible pass. It's Dembele! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. In it comes. And a header! And the ball's come loose here. Pass somewhat off target. Forward. Oh no, this does not look good. And this is Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, they can break here, and he's picked out the run. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that pass isn't the best. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Chance here to counter. And he's forced to go back. Cafu. Linton. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now Gilberto Silva. And it's Kaká. Now it's Ronaldinho. Thuram. Olise. And it's Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Kone. Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, well played, well played. Linton. That has been slung wide.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Pelé. Vinicius Junior. And he's running through. Desailly calmly anticipates. Olise. And that's that. France have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. There is the lithe figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back which makes him so key.
Oh, he's got the lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Not the most accurate pass. Now he's off and running. Ed Nielsen. Gabriel. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's gone back to the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cross in. And it's with the keeper. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Thuram. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Gabriel with the clearance.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Knocks it into space. Kone. And reclaimed it in a trice. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Tries to dink it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Kaká picks it up out wide. Pelé, and this is Pelé. Caught offside that time. Tries to play it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Kaká, great vision. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe chasing after it. Nice physical challenge. Vinicius Junior looking to be a menace in the final third. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Spread out to the left. Edmilson. Cafu. And it's played forward.
Pretty robust defending.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And he has been fouled there. And here's Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! Madrid with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Kaká! Corner number 2 then. Desai is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Kone. Joelinton. It's Vinicius Junior. And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
France really can count themselves lucky not to be...
It's Dembele! It's oh, what has happened here? Yep, it's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vieira gets flagged offside. Gilberto Silva. And it's Kaká. And here's Ronaldinho. And it's Kaká. Pelé. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that is well cleared.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
No, that's been intercepted. Ronaldinho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dembele. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
El dorsal 23. El dorsal 11.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Endrick. It's played through for him. Endrick. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Dembele is onto it in a flash. And he's being shifted off it. France are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Chouameni, Thuram. Vieira is always looking to break lines. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Not the most convincing of passes. Out of play for a throw. Can he get on the end of this? And that has left him in a heap. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. Dembele is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Good ball, good take. Showing good feet. Quick look, then plays it in. Cafu tries to clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's neat. Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. Lofted in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Corner number 3 coming up. Good read, needed to be. Vieira is there, and he can get that clear. Kaká! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Desailly spots it and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kaká, Adriano, it's Adriano! Same again, same outcome.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And he cuts out the supply.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking for the run. Threads one in. And a shot! Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Adriano going about things with real menace. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the pass is intercepted.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, important interception. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Some of the greatest to have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And here's the chance to counter. That has been slung wide. And here's Gakpo. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Looking for options for movement. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Driving forward. Pinches it off him. Vieira. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Cruyff. Van Nistelrooy knocks it back. And that's going wide left. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Desai getting this one clear. Could move up a gear here. Barcola. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hertrauda. That's a sharp pass.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break.
Tries a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Koundé. Searching pass he's played there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Pogba. And the counter is on. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's a waste.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Towering header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Mbappe. Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafael Varane. Schneider. Now it's Gakpo. And this is Cruyff. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Platini. Pogba.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Platini. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Gakpo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rafael Varane plays it long. Oh no, he's got that wrong. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Michel Platini. Schneider gets a foot in here. Gakpo. Oh, they could break here. Nicely weighted ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Threads one in. Now it's Barco. Goes for a shot! And that was struck with genuine force. This possibly the last play of the half. Schneider. Rijkaard is the... So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
So, into the second half.
El dorsal 21.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... He's gone for goal! Oh, a very decent attempt.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Barcola. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's had a shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's come loose. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Can he spark a counter here? Pass is just off target. He's given the time to pick a pass. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid can't breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. De Jong. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? Cruyff finding himself in space. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Pogba. Now Rafael Varane. Pogba. And it's Koundé. Thuram. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Dijk.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Schneider does really well to win the ball there. Platini. Mbappe.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Stood up well to him there. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. A lot of space ahead of him. Here it is, crossed in. Timber going vertical. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 4, el dorsal 18, Van Nistelrooy, el dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, el dorsal 38.
That's offside, yes it is.
El dorsal 24. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Rijkaard does really well there, he is strong. That has ended up in no man's land. France really will have to throw everything at this now. And here's Doué. Drives it in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he has been fouled there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
2 minutos de descuento.
Great chance! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.